Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. No way through. Olise! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shot, great hit! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes. France clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So, a breakthrough already. Koundé, Conte, Koundé, played towards the other side. Now Mbappe. Hernandez is wide and looking to get... Heads it! Oh, just needed a better contact.
No, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now they can spring out of defence. Olise. And Koundé. Dembele. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Mbappe. That's a good run down the left. Hernandez. Mbappe could try cutting inside here. Vieira clears it away. And the shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Delivers across, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Dembele. He can run onto that. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Olise. Nkunku. Dembele. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Olise. And the counter is on. Hernandez. Ball played for Conte. Koundé. Zaire Emery. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Mbappe. And he was quick to react. Nkunku, that is a great pick out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a lovely, neat pass. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Olise. And Koundé. And it's Thuram. Upamecano. And Hernandez. Koundé producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Good read, needed to be. Koundé. That's a good ball played into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And the first half is done. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. Reflections on the first half?
It's been a really good watch, but I think the managers will be looking for that extra bit of organisation and focus now, just to try and get a little control on this game.
France head into the dressing room after a half in which we've seen 2 goals, one each, and the game right on edge.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17. À sa place, le numéro 6.
And that's the second half started. Thuram. Upamecano. Vieira. Zaire Emery. And here's Mbappe. Up he goes! It's in!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Conte. France trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to...
It's Ndtk! Oh, that was no routine save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 29.
Header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Well, that is one way to stop him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Thuram providing an outlet on that flank. And he's straight offside.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
But often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And we're not going to make any further progress now. Big header! And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. He rises! And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
France have their second corner now.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Mbappe. Pinches it off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And that interception was most necessary. And the ball's come loose here. Ah, now can they counter? He's played him through. Now there's a Camavinga! Mbappe! Goal, France! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
France go into the lead.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. No luck with that dink over the top. Kante might just make this. Oh, nicely intercepted. Olise. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Vieira, who's set up one goal so far, could move up a gear here. Oh, he's found support out wide. Camavinga. He's had it taken off him.
France probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Great chance! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
89 minutes de jeu.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
France could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Barcola. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Cleared away. 5 minutes to add. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Zaire Emery. Oh, what a ball! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And time is up. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And we're underway. Oh, that's well spotted. Quality ball. No, that's been intercepted. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Hernandez. He gets big! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kante providing an outlet on that flank. Koundé. Oh no, he's got that wrong. That had too much on it. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And it's Ribéry. Thuram. Mbappe has given away a free kick. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He can run onto that. Saliba calmly anticipates. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And he's picked out the run. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Mendy. Pires. It'll be a throw-in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well read, nice interception. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Gently done. Ribéry.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Pires. Now it's Ribéry. And here's Pires. Mbappe. He's onside. Samba catches it safely. Hernandez. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Koundé. And it's Vieira. Chouameni. Chouameni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Mbappe! Samba is there to take. Saliba. Here's Chouameni. Hernandez. He's picked his way through. Petit kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Thuram. Lovely ball and a real chance now. And they've got rid. Saliba. Hernandez. That has not gone well. That is a great pick out. Ribéry. And Ribéry! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Big header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Hernandez. Now it's Chouameni. Koundé gets a foot in here. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Mbappe has a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's a look and place it forward. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Chouameni. Oh, super find. Can he get away here? Hernandez proves just a little bit too strong. That's a decent clearance. That's been cut out, well played. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been all left field, and while the supply has been decent, it's bringing no reward, so this needs a different approach.
France head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Mbappe.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Chouameni. Now it's Perez. He's in, surely! Nice ball. Chance! He's delivered all right!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Konate cuts it out. Chouameni. Oh, perfectly measured that. The message is clear. None shall pass. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Thuram being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
shooting chance! It's in! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring.
Decent hit! Goal, France! And the comeback is complete! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
France go into the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Griezmann. That's beautifully weighted. Mbappe has a goal!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Mbappe! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yeah, that pass has been well intercepted. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. He's played him through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Ribéry. À sa place, le numéro 20, Griezmann. Attention, changement.
That's good vision. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Fiddles it through, and he's intervened well there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now that's well seen too. France go in search of a late winner. What a throw in. Traumeri. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's neat. Mbappe is onto this. He's in space and looking for options. Heads it! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Straight header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
France take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Il y aura 4
Traumeri.
minutes de temps additionnel.
Hernandez, and he's picked out the run. Traumeri cuts out the pass into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Thuram. And he cuts out the supply. And there goes the final whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Les personnes chargées de la sécurité sont priées de se présenter au PC sécurité.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. That's really nicely played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, we all...
Has a goal! Now, that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. That's not going far. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Ndtk. Lukabakio tries a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. That pass isn't the best. He's looking to set free a runner. Hernandez.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Lukaku, and that is masterful defending. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal. Lukaku! Goal! Belgium!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Belgium have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tielemans. Castagna. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nicked it back promptly. Ribéry. Zaire Emery. Lukabakio. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Vieira. And Zaire Emery. And Hernandez. And he's picked out the run. Mbappe. Upamecano. Some really good ball. Real chance! Oh, good spread. Zaire Emery plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That is a great pick out. Picked out brilliant. Now the finish! Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And the shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Vieira. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Lukaku. Koundé deals with that comfortably. Zaire Emery. Now it's Mbappe. And Upamecano. Hernandez. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Lukabakio. Hernandez.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
And it's Vieira. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Well, you'd have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
He's got full. No mistake. 2 to the good. They have breathing space. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Van Bouten demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Belgium are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, sweet feet. Shot could be on. Doku. Ribéry. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! And he's found the net! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner. Unstoppable.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. He could be in here! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71 898.
Belgium looking to pass their way through.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Vieira. Upamecano. Over to the left. It's Ribéry. And it's Vieira. And here's Thuram. In by Conte. Oh, what a climb! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Hernandez. Upamecano. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Now it's Kante. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Vieira. Koundé.
Koundé really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Luca Bacchio. Dink through. Mignon can claim that. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 33, le numéro 7, Ribéry. À leur place, le numéro 14, le numéro 20, Griezmann. Changement.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Luca Bacchio, just the goalkeeper to beat. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Luca Bacchio. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Belgium can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Luca Bacchio. Hernandez simply refused to be outdone there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. And here's Griezmann. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. Caught offside that time. Oh no, what has happened here? Koundé. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Traoré. Griezmann. France finding their passes. Big chance! And that is the end of it. They hung on right till the finish. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. Another episode. Pedri! Oh, denied brilliantly!
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Spain with the corner, they're first. Chance! And he's there to make the block. Spain have their second corner now. They've played it short. That's very neat. Drilled in low. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
He's had it taken off him. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And the shot! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
France penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Ferran Torres. France leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pau Torres cuts it out. Chouameni. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He has found the way through. That is lovely. Pedri. Zubimendi. That's a sharp pass. Conte.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zubimendi. And it's Fernando Torres. It's Pedri.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Barcola has created one goal already. Ferran Torres. Oh, that's delightful. Pinches it off him. And they're quick to get it back. Chouameni. Hernandez. And it's Griezmann. And it's Conte. Kante finds himself offside. Zubimendi. Pedri. Now Zubimendi.
Fernando Torres really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That has been cut short. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Torres. Barcola.
France really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Conte. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Ferran Torres with the clearance. Spain have the chance to go the other way. He's got away. He's had a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Spirited to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
Lucas Vazquez. Pedri. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Zubimendi. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Ferran Torres. That is a brilliant interception. Griezmann. Conte. And Koundé. Hernandez. Now he's off and running. Griezmann. Traumeri. And here's Barcola. Oh, great ball! Now that's a fine challenge. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Any strong opinions on the first half?
At least, Peter, not conceding another goal has kept them in this game, and they can up their response in this second half.
But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. He could be in here, and he was quick to react. No, that was never going to make it. Lucas Vazquez. And Lenormand. Ferran Torres. Chooses to go back. Traumeri. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Ferran Torres. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And they're not going to make any further progress now. France are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Upamecano. Hernandez. Rodri. Lenormand. Ferran Torres. Now Zubimendi. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Well read, nice interception.
Spain showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Subimendi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's intervened well there.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Just the goal. Bakula! It's in! 2 to the good. They have breathing space.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.